but okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
You don't understand what?
Jesse understands.
He's trying to
You
make
don't
a
have
dig
to
at me if I
understand
want to go on a bike ride. I don't understand. I'd rather learn the daf when I don't have a headache tomorrow. I think it's a normal thing. I know I'm gonna have a headache later.
What time do you get a headache?
I later in the what's it called? Later, the earlier the better tomorrow. That's it.
So we said
You have
5,
energy.
6 o'clock.
That's it. Okay, so that's okay. So that's what I'll do. I never complain, but that's gonna be late. That's it. It's
So which
Sunday.
one are we
I'd rather take
picking, 5
advantage
or
of that.
6?
I think 6 probably because people might be sleeping. Maybe if they take a nap in the afternoon. No.
Very
Okay,
good.
so
That's
6
what
o'clock it
thought.
is.
I didn't want to say that. Okay, Jesse, you'll text it out 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay, I'll do it right now.
Do we have enough people on already to start?
Yeah, even Gershon's on.
I get to the.
And it's still Shabbos
Just got
by
up.
him when he's on. He's he's a gung ho guy. He's
Mesiras
Shabbos.
Nefesh.
It's even
Mesiras
Shabbos,
Nefesh.
and anticipating tomorrow, he's smoking now because the cigarette gives him Isha Batas, so he can smoke now also.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the one who keeps saying that Cleveland is way out in the boondocks. Who says it's Bechal Moshve Seichem?
I didn't say anything, Gershon.
Not you, whatever, the Oilam. Keep telling me that Cleveland's not the place
Well,
to be.
because the Oilam doesn't know anything about rock and roll. What can I tell you? You know what I mean?
Ah.
Okay, we got a minion. We can start.
Yeah, we got a minion. Okay, let's go. So I don't know who logged off when I didn't know. I don't know where did we get off to yesterday?
The top of Ayin Vav.
We're up to Shalu. Tell me that it's
Top of Ayin Vav, right?
now.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. So,
I logged off.
all right. You hear me clear?
I logged off, made 2 phone calls, and I went back on, and then I joined.
Yeah, it's very clear.
Yeah, I connected to somebody's legitimate Wi-Fi, so hopefully that'll let me know if I'll move closer to the house if it's not working. So we said, so Sholo Talmidav is Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines down from the top. Yeah. So Sholo Talmidav is Rabbi. I don't know. Sholo Talmidav is Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai. So the Talmidim asked of Shimon ben Yochai, "Mepnei ma lo yored lehem yisroel mon pamachas b'shana." How come the mon just didn't fall once a year, just once, and that would be enough? She said to them, I'll give you a mashal what it's compared to. He has a son, he only has one son. If he gave him food only once a year, he won't say hello to his father except that once a year when he has to come and get his food. So in order to get his kids to come to him more often, he only fed them once a day, so then he got to see them once a day. Okay? But he was Makabal his father, then he was Makabal his face of his father every day. Half yisroel, so too klal. So Misha yesh like arba v'chamisha bonim. Somebody has 4 or 5 kids. He'd be afraid that maybe the mon is not going to fall down tomorrow, and he's not going to be able to feed his kids. They're all going to die from hunger. And therefore, every day they davened. So they didn't know exactly where their next meal is coming from. So therefore, they made sure to daven every single day. Which is again, there's a lot of mussar to be taken from this. That the Rebbeinu Shalom wants us to visit him. That's why he if we don't visit him every day, he gives us reasons to have to visit him. All right. Dover another pshat shayu. Yeah, they wanted it to eat it every day when it was fresh and warm, right? Hot bread, if you call it bread. So like this, if it fell down every day, they would have it hot. Now you could say, I don't understand this teretz. I mean, why can't Hashem make it stay hot? Let it fall once a year and let it stay hot the whole year, right? I mean, the same way the food came down from the sky, it could stay hot too. Unless we say that that's a limited amount of brachas. I don't know. No, because it would be, they're traveling all over the place, all over the midbar. You have to carry a year's worth of food, right? So that's the third reason. Which again, why not make a nace that the food fits in your pot? I like it a little bit. Like, what do you call those things that the soldiers? K
rations, yeah.
K rations, right? So why couldn't they make it like that? Okay, I don't clearly understand the teretz. The last two teretz. The kfar hoya. Yeah, then so then the more goes on to something else. Kfar hoya Reb Tarfon Reb Shimon who's kainim. Yoshvim v'Iskim b'Parshas Amon. They were sitting. They were Isaac in the Parshas Amon. Drink, yes. So Rebbe Elazar Hamadai Yoshev b'Neim. Rebbe Elazar Hamadai was sitting between them. Nana Rebbe Elazar Hamadai b'Amer. Rebbe Elazar Hamadai answered and said, "Misha Yard Lehem Yisrael v'Yikvaya Shishim." I'm sorry, Mon Sheyard Lehem Yisrael v'Yikvaya Shishim Amar. The Mon fell down and it was 60 amas high. So, I mean, that's 60 amas high was how high the Mon fell. Now, does that mean a combination of all the Mon over what area?
Right. I thought
Was
every
each piece of
person
Mon?
got their own chelek.
Yeah.
So now
Right,
this is
so
everybody
that's
got
a
it in a big pile?
Is that what it means? Does it mean that the pile every day was 60 amas high?
I don't know.
Or does it mean that all of did I freeze?
Just
Hear me?
just for a moment.
Yeah, you froze.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not. I good now?
Amen.
We good or not?
Yes.
Are we good? All right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, okay, so thank you. So it was high. It was 60 amas high. So I'm gonna let Reb Tarfon my D. Reb Tarfon said my D because it was Rabbi Lazar on my D. And Mosai Atam Magav Dvarim maybe Olenu. Until when are you gonna make up story? Basically saying, when are you gonna make up stories? Magav Dvarim means to pile up things and put it onto us. Amalai, she said to him, Rabbi Mikrani Dairish, I'm darshaning a passuk. So we know that the water went 15 amas above the mountains. And can there be 15 amas in the emek, in the, what do you call it? What do you call it, emek? And then
Valley.
The
the depths and the valleys, right? Thank you. Are there 15 amas in the emek, 15 baharim, and 15 in the mountain? How could that be? How could you have the same 15 amas above the valleys and below the valleys, and above the valley and above the mountains? How could you have that? Does the water become like shoes, like walls, right? Meaning it doesn't because water is not solid. Water's gonna sink to whatever level that it's supposed to go to. It's not like ice, right? It's gonna keep going down into the valley, the water. Right? Va'id, and another one, Teva Hechisagya. So then if that's the case, then how did the Teva ever go up and land on what was it called? What was the name of the mountain?
Ararat.
Yeah, Ararat. Right? So how is it ever gonna land there? Right? Meaning it has to, if it's 15 amas above the water, above the highest mountain, so how's that possible? Ella, so okay, so what does this have to do with the Mon? Ella, so what happened? Nivku kol mayonis tahaim rabba. First, all the mayonis of the tahaim, right? I think that passuk even says that. Right? All the streams came out ad the ashumaya bahadi turi, until the water became equal with the tops of the mountains. And then 15 amas above that did the water go. So, and we know what's right, this famous Gemara. What's a mida maruba? Mida taiva and mida piranhas. Which one is better? Mida taiva, mida piranhas. Havayamar, mida taiva, mida piranhas. Mida taiva is better than mida piranhas. The mida piranhas, why mida piranhas? It says varuba sashamayim niftechu, that the windows of the sky opened up. That's by the marble, right? So it says arubais, plural. Arubais hashamayim niftechu. So there, the arubas of the shemayim opened up. The mida, so that's mida piranhas. The mida taiva, whoever by mida taiva, it says by the mon, which was a mida taiva, because that was something that Hashem did to us. It says, "Vayitzav shchakim imal, v'dalse shemayim pasuk, v'yamter le'em mon le'echel udgan shemayim nosan loma." Right, and he told the skies to open up, and there was a door. V'dalse shemayim pasuk, the doors of the shemayim opened up, and the mon came down, and then it gave them digan. Digan dogon means grain. Kama arubas yesh medalas. How many windows are in a door? Arba. There's four. There's four in each door. Yeah. So Rashi says, what do you mean there's four? Rashi says that each door was the size of four windows. However that, I don't know exactly what the measurements were back then. Harekan shmaina. So that tells you that you have 8. Right, because each door is plural, so right, so it's each door is 4, so then that gives you 8. But then so if that's the case, then the mon that fell is shishim avar, shishim amma, because if you take 15, right, then and you're gonna multiply it, so you take it and you do it. How does it go? Shouldn't it be more than that? What's the calculation now? You have 4 windows.
Yaakov, it's very difficult math, and in the end they slug it up anyway. It's not so possible.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to remember the Havamina here. So
it's 4 windows per door. 4 windows per door, they call it.
4 windows per door, right? It's 4 windows per door, right? So, and a window opened up by the marble, right? Yeah. So how many? I said 15. Yeah. What can I do for you? No. Yeah. Yeah. So by mida taiva, it's going to be more than that, right? So how many windows you have in a delos? It's 4. So it takes 8. So 8 times 50. Oh, it's 1530. No, that's only 8 times 4. 8 times 4 makes 60, right?
No.
I'm sorry, 8 times 4
32.
times. 8 times 4 times 15. I'm sorry, 4 times 15.
One window, but the window opened also for the flood, so it's only 4 times as much. 2 doors, 1 window.
Oh, you're saying because included is 2 windows.
4 times.
Very good, right? You're saying 2 windows is already, or right? So 4 is already included. That's what you're saying, doctor. Yeah. So that's only what's in addition. Does that make sense? It's 4 extra. Oh, I thought I had this, but now I'm rethinking what exactly the cheshbon is.
So Yaakov, if it makes you feel any better, Yomi Goodman was having trouble with it.
That does make me feel better.
I knew it would.
As if he can't get the math. Right? We're saying that the mon came through 8 windows. Right? So the one that fell through 2 windows is 15. Oh, that's a pshat, of course. Yeah. Because I'm thinking each window is 15. No, right. The mon fell through 2 windows, right? Because it says aruba is plural. That's 2 windows. The mon fell through 2 windows, so that's 15 amas. If 2 windows is 15 amas, 8 windows is 60. Right, that's what it is, pashut. It's pashut, right? I was thinking each window is 15. No.
More
2 windows.
Water.
We're talking about the marble or we're talking about the mon?
The marble had 15 amas above all levels of ground, was 15 amas, and it fell through 2 windows.
What
That means-
what fell through 2 windows?
The water, whatever it means, the water came through windows of Shemayim.
Oh, from Shemayim. Oh,
From
okay.
Shemayim, the windows of Shemayim
Oh,
opened up, and
fine, to say
there
that.
were 15 amas, right? So 15 amas for 2 windows, right, Doc? This is what you mean, right? So that means 8 windows, which is 2 doors. 2 doors is 8 windows. So 8 windows is going to be 15 times 4. There you go. So that's 60, right? So that's what it is. Fine. So the Mamela is saying that
Shmuel
the
David
month was
is
60
good
amas.
before. What Shmuel David is good. What was so good? The money is 60 amas high. So what does that do for anybody? If your food is 60 amas high, how do you get your food? What?
I'm
Right,
saying,
so
what does that mean? All of klal yisroel was combined and it was 60 amos high?
You're right. I don't know what they start. I guess they
I mean, what
started
does that
eating from the
even mean?
bottom.
I mean, it doesn't mean that I had to go get my money. I had to climb 60 amos high. I had to go get a ladder 60 amos high to get my money.
Why couldn't you take off the bottom?
So everybody's taking off the bottom?
I guess the first
I'm
ones,
just
first
saying, I
served.
don't know. And the last
I don't-
people are getting what was the original,
All
what was on
these other
top.
Medrashim say, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Byron, you're right.
What?
Yesterday's Gemara said that there was the tzaddikim was outside the door, the Beinanim was in the courtyard, the Shai was
Right,
in the field.
So what does 60 amos high mean? What does that mean?
I have
I
no
think
idea.
it means that's how much that was. If you gathered it all together, that's how much it would be.
All of klal yisroel was 60 amos high. If you put it all in a pile.
I don't even understand. Was it each individual's mon 60 amas high? Was it all of Klal Yisrael's?
No, the
Maybe
whole Klal
each person-
Yisrael.
No, Pshat is it's all the Beinanim, I think.
Yeah, 60 amas by what?
I would think
David-
60 by 60 by 60. That's a lot
David,
of.
you have more Bisley in the store than that.
I mean, I think we're just talking. We have no idea what we're talking about.
Right.
We don't. We have no
So
idea.
it's-
We have no idea. You're
I agree.
100% right.
None of us have any idea what we're talking
We
about.
have no idea. You are 100% right. You have no idea. But like I tell sometimes the guys in the Shifra come, we learn a hard sugya. I say there's sometimes you say, I don't know the sugya, and then sometimes you know that you don't know, right? It's already a madrega to know what you don't know. And if you still don't know, so okay, I know what I don't know. I know it's 60 amas. That's the main thing. I just have no idea what it's talking about. It's not bad. Not bad. It could be worse. We couldn't understand it at all, right? Okay. Anyway, so Tanya, Yisib and Yehuda Ayman, Man sheyard lem the Yisrael, the one that came down the Yisrael, right? It would get higher and higher. Now, right? It got higher and higher when? Subsequent days or as the month fell? Right? It's so high that everybody saw it. Shenemar, Tarek Lefana Shulchan Neged Sariroi. Right? Anybody not make Havdalia? Is anybody still in the middle of Shalashudis?
Just about. I still didn't do Abdullah yet.
Okay, that's okay. All right. So Tarek Lefana Shulchan Neged Sariroi. Right? You prepare a table for me, and all my tzairim are going to see it. So that means it's even higher than 60 amas, way higher than 60 amas. Okay. And then the passuk, once the passuk is dashing that, then it's going to dash another passuk. Kaisi revaya, the cup overflows. Amar Abaye, Shmamina. Kaisa de David la'alma da'asi, in the kais that David's going to have in the next world, masan ve'esrin v'chad luga mafsik. It's going to have 221 lugin. Yeah, shenemar kaisi revaya. Revaya begematria hachiyava. Revaya is gematria 221. So therefore we learn out that his kais is going to hold 221 lugin. Yeah. So okay, now back to the other thing. So the Gemara says, Haloi damya. You can't compare the mon to the mabel. Hasam over there by Arba'in Yoimin. There, when did the rain? It took 40 days of rain to get the water level 15 amas above anything on earth. Hacha chada shaita. Here, mon fell in at one time. Right? So hasam lekuli ama hachal yisroel l'chudei v'nafesh lutvei. And there, the rain was for the whole world. Here was just for Klal Yisrael, right? So then, if that's the case, and you're going to say Mida Toiva is better than Mida Peronius, then you pretty much should have drowned the entire world in Mun, right? That's essentially what the Gemara is asking, right? So the Gemara says, Rabbi Lazar Madai psicha gamar. Right? So all he was saying the Gzeira Shava. Right? So it's from the word psicha, from that the skies opened up for the man and the skies opened up for the mabul. Right? So meaning, and therefore what? It was 15. Right? You can't jack it up to 60. Right? So it's not 60. He's seems like he's backtracking now. Now he's saying, okay, the same way it was 15 amas high. Right? Is that what we're saying? I think so.
No,
No, I'm
he's
sorry.
not- he's-
I'm sorry. No. He's still sticking with 60. 15 per window. Right. Forgot about the windows. Okay. Right. He's saying 60 because each window, he's making Gzeira Shava to the windows.
15 per 2 windows.
15, right. Thank you. 15 per 2 windows. That's the Gzeira Shava, which is okay. I mean, you would think that the Gzeira Shava should be 15, but that's not a word. I mean, it is. It's 15, and then you multiply it. Okay. So weiter. So also
It is. The cheshbon he's making is equal. He's not going with me the type of move.
but he's comparing. Yes, he is. Well, he's
He's
saying
not.
windows.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same measurement. With me the type
But
of
so then
Meruba, it would be 500 times as great
Right. So how come you didn't do Midah type Meruba before?
because that would be impossible.
Keep the screen off. Oh man. Right. I don't know.
That would be 500 times 60 amas.
Right. But he could have said it before too of Midah Taiva. He didn't say Midah Taiva before.
I don't know if he
Yeah.
said it or the Gemara is trying to say it for him. If you go with me the type, Rashi puts in with me the type Meruba at the beginning. The Midah Taiva is 500 times more. That would be 30,000 amas.
Right. Yeah, you're right. But I don't know why it changed from before. His whole point was Midah Taiva. Midah Taiva before was the same. How did you understand the Midah Taiva before? Right?
I didn't.
Okay, good. That makes two of
It's
us.
equal. It's shava. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's the only way to understand Midah Taiva Meruba before is in the arubais, in the number of arubais.
And a chanami. Okay, let's leave it. It's also ba'achila. So then the Mishnah says it's also ba'achila and shasiya, tashim shamita, sicha, retzicha, not retzicha, rechitza. Retzicha is also. Retzicha is also on Yom Kippur.
No.
But, fine. So Gemara says, Hani chamisha inuyin keneged mi. What are the 5 inuyin? Where did you get 5 inuyin from? So when Avchista keneged, which is an interesting question with keneged mi. Is this what the Arba Bonim? Right? Is this like the Arba Bonim? It's keneged. If whatever inuyim Chachamim decided that you have to, right? So we're saying no, because I mean there's millions of inuyim, right? You could have, I don't know, millions. You could have many inuyim, but the Chachamim they pinned it down to 5. Some of the connected, hey inuyim shebet Torah. It's the 5 times it says inuyim in the Torah. Uba Esar. The Gemara doesn't go through all the psukim. It just says Uba Esar, which is on the 10th day of Yom Kippur. You should have inuy. Ba'ach be'esar, and on the 10th day you should also. Shabbos, Shabbosoin, and then the end of the passuk also says Inui, but Shabbos, Shabbosoin, and then it says Shabbos, Shabbosoin again, and then V'hoisa Lochem, and then it says to you that it also on Lashon Inui. So there's 5 psukim. Oh, but so you want to ask Hani Chamisha, but this is 5. Vanan Shisa tonight. We learned 6 because Achila Shasiya. So I want to answer Shasiya B'chlal Achilu. Eating and drinking is the same thing. So Memela there's 5, right? There's Achila Shasiya, Tasha Shamita, Rechitza, Sicha, and Ilas Sandal and shoes. Good. So how do we know that drinking and eating is the same? Shenemar, because it says Ve'ochalta Lefnei Hashem Alekecha Ma'aser Degancha Tirosh Yitzarecha. Right? And you should eat the ma'aser of your grain, and Tirosh is normally said to be wine, and which we're going to see, and Yitzar is oil. So Tirosh Chamrahu. Tirosh is wine. The Karilei, the Ochalta. It doesn't say anything about drinking. So Tirosh is wine, and it says Ochalta. So Memela, you see that drinking is considered eating. So the Gemara says, Mimai, Keduma Da'achle Day Anigran. Maybe it means that you're putting it in as a nigran with some sort of mix. that they put wine into. So maybe that's what it means. You're eating it through a nigron. Damar Rabba Bashmuel, a nigron, Maya de Silka. A nigron is water made from beets. And achsigroin, Maya de Kula Shalki, is water that was from cooked vegetables. So from here, you should put your money in whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. Right? Bakar, sign. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll tell him. Yayin the Sheikh. Regards from your Strickman cousin from Lakewood. I don't remember this name. Yehuda Strickman. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Right. So it says Babakar Ratzayin Bayayin of a Sheikh. Right. So Sheikher Shasiyahu. Sheikher, you drink wine. Right? And Kaya Rahmana V'Chalta. And it says, I'm sorry, beer. You drink beer. And the passuk says V'Chalta. Saying where it says Mimai. How do you know this? Maybe you're drinking the beer through a nigron. So Gemara said, answer Sheikher Kosav. It says Sheikher. Midi de Meshacher. It's something that makes you drunk. And drink makes you drunk. Food does not make you drunk. Right? So the Gemara says, meaning when you mix in alcohol into food, it's not going to make you drunk. That's what Gemara is thinking now. Right? Which answers my question when you have that penne, what's it called? Penne made with vodka. How come it didn't make anybody drunk? Right? So this is a Gemara that tells you that if you put it into the food, it doesn't make you drunk, right? Okay, I'm not such a lamdan. I'm just saying that you don't agree with it. Okay.
You'll fall asleep from the amount of pasta you need to get the vodka. You'll fall asleep from the pasta first.
Oh, you mean you only because you're not having enough pasta? Okay, you sure?
Also, the
Yeah,
alcohol cooks
okay.
out when you're
All right,
making the
anyway, so let's
sauce.
see. It cooked out. The alcohol cooked out. Maybe that's
Alcohol
what it means
cooks
here,
out.
that it gets cooked out.
Could be. Yeah.
Okay, so anyways. Second says Vidilma Devela Keilis. Maybe it's talking is talking about figs, right? Devela Keilis, some sort of pressed figs. The Tanya Ochal Devela Keilis. If somebody ate a devela, right, from figs, V'shasa Dvash V'chola, and he drinks milk or honey, V'nichnas L'mikdash, and he goes to Mikdash. We know that a kohen is not allowed to go into Beis Hamikdash when he's drunk, but if he has this sort of Tvela kilos, I guess it's spiked. I don't know if it's spiked figs or right. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's some sort of alcoholic thing or tvach v'cholov v'nichlas hamikdash. And he goes into the Beis Hamikdash. Chayev, he's going to be chayev, right? Because he went into the Beis Hamikdash when he's drunk. Right? Didn't we have before that you can be drunk from milk? Did we have that? It was in the Daf.
Yeah, we had, yes.
Right, there wasn't something about that you could possibly be drunk from milk.
Yes.
You drank too much of it. We had it. Yeah. Ella Yolif. Okay, so you see that maybe you could get drunk from food. Ella Yolif Sheikha min Nazir. Learn out Sheikha beer from Nazir. Mala halon yayin. Just like there means yayin, because obviously there's no issa for a Nazir to drink beer. Only an issa for a Nazir to drink yayin. So afkan yayin. So Tir is also yayin. The Tirosh. So Gemara says the Tirosh chamru. Are you saying that Tirosh is wine? But Tanya, Hanoidim and Tirosh. Somebody makes a nether, he's not going to have Tirosh. Aser b'chol mine masika. He's aser any sort of sweet fruits. Umutter b'yayin, and he's mutter b'yayin. So clearly, you see that when somebody says Tirosh, he makes a nether, he's not having Tirosh, and he's allowed to have yayin. So how can you say Tirosh is yayin? So Gemara says v'lav chamruhu, right? But is it not? Is it not wine? But the Tirosh, and Tirosh is going to bring forth basulas, which Rashi means that you're going to have, it's going to take out the secrets of a person's heart. If you put in what's it called? Nichlas yayin yatzasai. Right? So you see that it does have to do with intoxicating wine. So what it says, answers, Davar Abam and Tirosh, basulas. It's something that comes from Tirosh. Right? Where does it come from? Grapes. Grapes is fruit. Wine that comes from fruit, that's what can cause it. Oh, the Tirosh, Yikavecha Yifraitzu, and the Tirosh is it's gonna be parrots, it's gonna come through your yekev, your how do you call yekev? when your harvest will come through. Davar habas again the same terrace. Davar of Tirosh yikabecha your fruits. It's something that comes from Tirosh, something that comes from grapes, which is wine. Avaksiv znos v'yayin v'sirosh yikach leiv. Znos and wine and Tirosh are going to take your heart, meaning it's going to make you drunk, right? Because now you see that Tirosh and yayin are two different things. So, and what that means is that when you drink wine, you get drunk, so that ends up in znos. Ella the kuliyama Tirosh hamrahu. Everybody holds that Tirosh is wine. This last passuk is well, you have to answer this last passuk, right? It says nus v'yayin the Tirosh yigachlev. Yeah. So we're gonna answer and say, I'm sorry, I said the kasha wrong. It says nus v'yayin v'sirosh. Right, yayin and sirosh means it's tirosh is the initial wine, and then the yayin is what comes from that. That's new wine. So you see that yayin is a derivative, I guess, of tirosh. So that passuk is saying beferish yayin is tirosh. So now the Gemara changes his mind. Elo the kuliyama tirosh chamru. Tirosh is wine. Right? Oh, what's with that? Why is it if somebody makes a nether against Tirosh, he's not going to eat Tirosh, he's allowed to have wine? Right? That's a big klal in Hilchos Nedarim that you go bustle what the lashon of normal people use. And when people say Tirosh, they don't mean wine, they mean fruits. So therefore, if a person makes a nether against Tirosh, he's gonna be able to have wine. So then that's another kasha. Am I korele yayin? Am I korele tirosh? So how come sometimes you call it yayin, sometimes you call it tirosh? Right? It shouldn't be one. It should be one or the other. So Gemara answers yayin some musar. Yayin should maybe yalala. Wine is called wine because it brings crying to the world, right? And tirosh shekalam is gara by nasarash. And anybody who it's on top of the fridge, and I'm sorry. And anybody who has too much of it is going to end up becoming poor. Right? It's going to end up messing him up. You drink too much wine, and you're gonna have problems. Fine. Rav Kahana Rami. Rav Kahana asked the stira. Ksiv, it says Tirosh, right? But Karinan Tirosh, and we read it with a yud. Right? I mean, this is tough because we're trying to put in nekudas into the Torah. Right? So it says Tirosh, v'karina Tirosh. Zacha nasarosh. So if you're zaycha, meaning and you drink in small amounts, then you're going to become a rosh. You're going to become a leader. Loi zacha. If you're not zaycha because you drink too much, then nasarash, you become poor. Yeah, and that's what we've hainu in the parentheses hainu the Rava, right? And this is what Rava is the Rava Rami. Ksiv Rava has the stira. It says Ksiv. Yishamach. Again, I don't know how you know this if there's no Nakudas. We're dealing with Korean ksivs and Messiahs. But it says Yishamach with the shin. The Karinon Yisamach with the sin. Yeah? Zacha Mesamchay. If somebody is Zaycha and he doesn't drink too much, it's going to make him happy. But if he's not, it's going to make him into Chayrim. Wine and anything that smells good can make you smart. I mean, if you do it in moderation, if you do it in more than that, that can cause you problems. So rechitza v'sichim, that's it. So that's the end of that wine. So that's how the Dvarim Tira means wine. Fine. Rechitza v'sichim and all ikri inoi. How do you know that washing and anointing, as they call it, which we would call it as smearing, is considered an inoi? Because it says in the passuk, lechem chamudos lo yachalti. I did not eat any good ubasa v'yayin lo yba, and basa didn't come to my mouth. And I wasn't able to anoint myself either. So it's not. It doesn't. It's eating and drinking, and then it's My lechem chamud. What does it mean? Mudas.
Yaakov, you're freezing.
That any
Yaakov, we're losing you.
freezing. We good now? Am I still frozen?
You're good. I hear you.
We good?
Now you froze. I hear you
No,
now.
you're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Breaking up?
Yes, you're getting choppy.
Now? All right, hold on. Let me move closer.
So Yaakov, is it gonna make a difference if I upgrade the data plan or not really?
No, this is not you. I'm on the Wi-Fi and from the bungalow next to your son's bunk.
Oh,
So
is
I'm
Wi-Fi
a little
little
far. No, the house next door.
Why don't you use the hotspot? It didn't work.
And on the weekends, it's no good.
Okay,
How's it now?
better.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Well, I gotta balance it on my leg over here. Oh. Sorry. Okay, so anyways, let's go back. So my lechem chamudas. What does it mean lechem chamudas? My lechem chamudas lo yachalti. What does it mean lechem chamudas I don't eat? Amar Rav Yehuda Bereidu Rav Shmuel bar Shelas. It means afilu nama dechiti tachyosa lo yachal. It means that even bread that was made from good wheat, we didn't eat. Okay, so how do you know that that's called inui? That Daniel wasn't able to smear oil on himself. You see, because it says, and he said to me, Daniel, don't be scared. From the first day that you decided to cause yourself pain, all your words were heard by Hashem, and I'm coming because of you. So, and so it says the day that you have inui. So that inui had to be referring to, what Tosu says, had to be referring to smearing because he already mentioned the lack of eating. So that's how you see. So that's how you see that sicha works. Sicha is inui. Ashkechan, the Gemara says Ashkechan sicha. That tells us that sicha is one of the inuyim. Rechitza minalan. How do you know that you can wash? Amar Abasucha bar Tovia Amakra. The passuk says Vatave kamayim bakirba yachashanu v'atzveisav. And it comes as a passuk in Tehillim. It says it's going to come like water inside him and oil into his bones. So you see, mayim goes inside. That's what you drink. And shemen goes on the bones. So Gemara says, maybe it's like drinking. So the Gemara says, Dumi the shemen, it's similar to oil. Mas shemen, ma'avroi, just like oil's on the outside. Af mayim ma'avroi. So too here, when it says water, it's talking about washing, not smearing. This water here that we're talking about is washing water, not smearing water, because again, the pasuk says, "Atave kamayim bekirboy," right? Because shemen v'atzveisav. Yeah, so meaning anointing with oil, which is smearing, is similar to drinking. So then the Gemara says, the Gemara had said, going just back up, because let's say what it means. It's like drinking, right? So that's what the Gemara says. It's similar to oil. So the Gemara asks, the Tana says it's the opposite. How do you know that smearing is like drinking on Yom Kippur? And even though there's no raya, we have a zeicha to which it's going to come like water into the inside and oil on his bones. Right? So what do you see? So it's talking about water, and then you learn out oil from water. Not right. So according to this Mishnah, that it's you can't learn out that that is no washing. It just has to do with smearing and drinking. There's no washing involved here. So Elam Ravashi, how do you know that you're not allowed to wash? V'chitza mikufei de crush miele. V'chitza, you learn out from the Ikra passuk. The sieve, the soich loy sachti, and I never anointed myself. Right? The passuk in Daniel says, I never anointed myself. What does that mean? Right? So it's saying that he said that he wasn't able to anoint himself. So you see that it clearly doesn't mean eating, because that's again a different part of the pasuk. So what does it mean? It means that he's not allowed to put things on the outside of his body, and that's an inui. If it was an inui for Daniel, so it's going to be an inui for all of us. Okay, so we'll stop here because we darshan all these psukim from Daniel now. So it's a long thing. So we'll continue tomorrow as Hashem. Okay, good talk. Sorry for all the disturbances.
We say 6 o'clock tomorrow, right?
6 p.m.
6 o'clock.
tomorrow. Yes.
6 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yaakov, you
Okay.
survived your first Shabbos in camp?
Baruch Hashem was beautiful. I have to tell you, Aaron, it was beautiful. Hold on. Is Simcha Kaplan there?
Oh, I get to see him.
Hold on. You want to see him?
Sure.
Let me see. Simcha Kaplan there? I don't see him.
Probably eating
Where
more
are
milk.
you?
Stop
That's
right
his
before the fast.
There you go. That's his bunk right there. Go, Simcha. Go see if Simcha Kaplan is there. I don't see him. He's in bed already? His
Oh, really?
curfew was 10:45. So a
David
bunch
Bloom
of
was
kids
there for
still
Shabbos?
outside. Oh, it must be the other bunk. That's the other bunk. What do you say?
David Bloom was there for Shabbos?
David Bloom was here. Sure.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it was very nice. Very nice Shabbos.
Okay, good.
It's a little rough to start the camp on a Thursday afternoon and then a Friday and then Shabbos and then a fast.
Yeah, it's tough. Keep the kids
Yeah.
busy like that for 3 days.
Can you see in there? Those are the windows of his bunk right there.
Oh, yeah, that's his bunk right there?
I don't know which bed it is.
Okay, don't make yourself crazy. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not breaking the curfew for you to say.
No,
hello to the
we can't have that.
And we know how rules are.
And
All
Gershon, I'm using your cousin's Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who? Parrots.
Parrots' Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my brother Parrots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think Parrots' Wi-Fi could reach that far.
Yeah, you don't know with the koyach of alcohol and meat.
Listen, Jacob, I wanted to say Parrots is makbid with the drinking that he uses that kais from David Amelech.
Yeah. Listen.
Now, speaking of drinking, I had a shy. Like I was alerted that my bag that had a bottle of scotch in it, that I bought duty free going to Mexico, and then I didn't end up drinking it, so I put it in the suitcase returning home. It was landing at 8:30 yesterday, and then it would be delivered to me.
What? What happened?
They lost my luggage. But I got an alert Friday that they found it, and they said it was landing 8:30, and then they'll bring it over.
No.
Right.
Last the guy called at 2:13 in the morning. He's outside. Can I get I didn't hear the phone, and I didn't. Baruch Hashem, I didn't. But they delivered it at 9:30 this morning. Was I allowed
That's a big
to open?
shiloh. You know, it's a funny. That's a big shiloh in the Paiskin.
Because it's
Why?
Einik Shabbos.
What's Island playing now?
Yeah, they're playing football.
Oh,
I'm trying to play basketball.
I hear you. All right. The place can always discuss the parrots. If you get a delivery from your lost suitcase from Shem Zalman, right? It's
Why? Because then Itaka is for you. It's not for the worker.
By the soda machine.
who?
That place by the pet food.
Simcha? He broke a curfew?
No, he came home from swimming.
Where is he?
By this pet food.
Oh,
I can't
I guess
believe it.
he's breaking curfew. You nailed him.
Ay.
Hold on. He's buying himself a soda. Hold
Yeah,
on.
of course he is.
No, he's
Oh, his
not.
friend is buying him. So he's helping his friend.
No. He's
I
doing
have
the
to tell you,
chesed.
Aaron. I was gonna text you later, but there was a kid that was really homesick today, and your Simcha came at least twice over there. And you want to play a game? You tried to help him out.
Really?
I watched
Okay,
it
Baruch
myself.
Hashem, I'm proud. Baruch Hashem, thank you.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Okay, good. I'm happy he's not homesick.
No, it didn't look like it. Didn't look like it.
Okay, good. Thank you, Tzach.
What do you call it? Yeah. So parrots. What do you call it? Yeah. So what'd you do with it? You didn't use it?
You know what? I wasn't sure. They came in. I wanted to see if it was there, if it was stolen. So that part I took out. I didn't get home till almost 4 or 5 o'clock from the bar mitzvah today.
I'm willing to put down money. I'm Chayshit's parents drink it. I'm just saying.
No. So I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure already whether I should or I shouldn't. And I said, you know what? I'll wait till next week. You know what I mean? But would I have been allowed to?
No, you're allowed to use it this week because he's bringing it for himself, not for you.
Well, no, but would I have been allowed to drink it on Shabbos?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I thought maybe it was added a tchum. Maybe
I think Shabbos, parents.
Right, but their work, Shalom, be careful, Shalom.
But even if it comes added a tchum before Shabbos?
A guy's allowed to do that. That's a guy's allowed to go in and out of the tefachim.
No, but the problem
only
is he's bringing
would
it
be
from
if
out
he
of
does
the
it
tefachim
for you. Right. But that's your old psak. You said this every time.
Right, but no, but
It's
right.
not
But the
for us
airline, even though
anymore, it's for
the
him, it's
airline's
his
working
job.
for him.
Yeah.
But the airline, the mice is bringing the luggage strictly for parents. All right.
Yeah, but it's really for their benefit. It's not for parents.
Yaakov, they're nervous that the
What?
stock is going to go down. Parents going to put a bad review.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Every bad,
Which way
what's
does
it called
this
that
guy
they
go?
get?
Let me tell you, you let a bunch of teenagers ride golf carts on a bunch of Shabbos after being locked up all Shabbos. Sakonas nefashos.
It's a big no-no, by the way. From my days at camp, we never left.
No, I don't mean the teenagers, but they.
Who they're gonna hit.
That's a Brazil right there.
He looks just like Dovi Naki. It's
Connie's
amazing.
Connie's son. Yeah.
I saw him at the bus, Yaakov. It was scary.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. You got to teach